this is Leah Selig with Remax Hometown Realty in Wyckoff, New Jersey. And along with Jan Aldericio and Janine Soderlin, we are the Dream House team. We are presenting videos on YouTube to help educate and answer some of your real estate questions. And today our topic is insurance, specifically homeowners insurance and renters insurance. And we are interviewing Tammy Felton from State Farm. Hi, this is Leah and Jan, and we're talking to Tammy Felton. She's the owner of State Farm Insurance here in Wyckoff, New Jersey. And we just have a few questions to ask you.
Sure.
So we were wondering, how long you've been in business and why you chose Wyckoff, or was it chosen for you?
It was chosen for me. So January, actually, I will celebrate 31 years as a State Farm agent here in Wyckoff.
Oh, wow. So if you could just tell us a little bit about homeowners insurance for the area, and also anything about flood insurance for those areas that need flood insurance.
Okay. So, a homeowner's insurance is required, of course, when you buy a home. And I think that State Farm does it the best, of course, in terms of providing the policies and the endorsements. It's very important to make sure that you have adequate coverage for the home. The insurance company, we always do a replacement cost value first to determine what the coverage of the house should be. And they should also look at some of the extra endorsements that they have to offer, like loss of use if you can't live in the house because there's a loss. Also additional coverages for like jewelry and furs. So the endorsements are just as important as actually the coverages as well. But it's just important to make sure that you review your coverages annually. Look at if you enhance the house, maybe add some footage to the square footage, or if you in fact upgrade kitchens and bathrooms, you should let us know so that we make sure that we are insuring it properly. Policies, usually depending on where the house is located and the zone of the flood, what zone the house actually ends up in.
Mm-hmm.
The flood insurance, actually, the premium is set by FEMA. So they determine the rates based on the zone, based on how often that area, floods. Sometimes it's based on experience. So if they just recently had storms and there's been some type of flooding in that particular area, they may relook at the zone for that area and change the zones. But it's elevated, or you made some changes after the flooding, that there may be some adjustments in the premium. So it's good to the same with regular homeowners, make sure that if you make some changes and you elevate the house because the house is flooded. Perfect example is like down at the shore where many of those homes had to be elevated, or they recommend elevating the house. It could be a difference of thousands of dollars per year to change it from, not elevated versus elevated. So, if you can get an elevation certificate, sometimes that will help the rates. But the rates are set by FEMA, by the government. So the rates are standard from company to company.
And when you get the flood insurance, or just homeowners insurance in general, is there a certain time in the process of home buying that you need to get it? Do you find that people sort of leave it and then, they're going to closing and they haven't gotten their insurance?
Sometimes. I think for the most part, people let us know when they are interested in a home that they're going to buy. And they say, I'm thinking of buying this home. I've got the commitment from the mortgage company. And then at that point, we kind of look up the information and we kind of take over. Sometimes they do it at the last minute, but that's okay. With technology, we can do it over the phone. We can do it really quickly. With Google, we can search the house. We can do a replacement cost in, 10 minutes, basically, and have everything that they need for the mortgage. Absolutely. And make it very seamless. They don't need to come in. Years ago, you had to come in and do things. Right. Now, we just do everything by phone. We can look up on Zillow and see, we can see inside the house, so we can see the features to do the replacement cost. So it's done quick and easy.
Oh, that's good.
And we just try to make it so seamless so that, that's one less thing that they have to worry about when they're purchasing a home.
It also renter's insurance.
Renter's insurance too.
Okay.
So, we insure renter's insurance, and it's so important. A lot of times I think people overlook renter's insurance.
Mm-hmm.
They think, oh, I'm just renting, I just have a little bit of contents. But it's not only the contents that you're covering, it's also if that house is uninhabitable. Let's say, they have a fire or they have a flood and they can no longer live there. Now they can go and live somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And we pay for them to live in other arrangements while their place is being fixed up. Huge part of the policy.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you asked that question because I've never really thought to recommend
renters
insurance for our renters.
Oh my goodness! And and I think a lot of times people say, "Oh, I really don't have much, I just have a couch and some clothes." But it's so much more than that. It's that extension of where where are you going to go, if you're no longer able to live in that place.
And it's not a high premium for renters insurance, right?
It's less than $200 a year.
Right. So it's really
it's such a reasonable policy that has such a large coverage, and so it's something that you really need to have.
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate your time.
Oh, great. I'm a hugger. Thank you so much. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, we are one of the pickup spots for the toy drive with Bergen in color. And the toys are going to children from Never Alone, which is a shelter for battered women. So we're excited to be a part of it.